can hear Leroy drinking.
Yeah, he's really going. He's going at it.
He really smashed that one chip.
He's really thirsty, huh?
He's sucking that thing down.
Well,
Nice.
everyone can hear us.
Are we
Oh,
live?
we're live.
Yeah.
Well,
We are? Are we good to go?
yeah, we're here, baby.
Yeah.
We're live. And
Look
we're
live.
live. Are you guys welcome to the Hard Factor presidential debate pre-show brought to you by the Barstool News Network. We're the Hard Factor news team. This is technically all five of the hosts with PFT commenter here. Thank you for hosting. You're a
Thank you
part-time
for
host,
hosting.
Part-time
full-time
host.
football operations director. Is that right?
Yeah, vice president of football operations. I think you know that. It's on my card that I
Okay.
give you every time I see you.
Sorry, it's been a while.
How come you
I'm
guys?
sorry.
How come you guys all get your Twitter handles plugged in your little graphics card there?
Because we know how
No
to put
love
a,
for
name,
me.
a nameplate up there.
Yeah,
Well, you've been
we know you can do
Go
it
ahead.
too.
Oh yeah,
Speaking
that's
of
actually
Twitter-
100% my fault.
Speaking of Twitter, you've been getting some heat for not coming on the show recently. So thank you for accepting that heat and coming on the show.
Listen, I can face the music. I'm a busy man. I'm going on a top secret work trip tomorrow morning that I can't even tell myself what it is. That's how top secret it is. Nobody knows.
Our
Very
intern
cool.
had the best description of what it sounded like for the first 30 seconds of this broadcast. She said, I just hear a bunch of ASMR sounds right now. So that was Leroy drinking.
Oh,
the
okay,
water.
so that's
Yeah.
improved.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
improved
Yeah,
from where it was.
When you heard me say, "Oh yeah, he's really sucking it down back there," it was totally about my dog. I was talking about my dog. I swear.
I mean, are you guys pumped up like I am? Because
Oh man, I
debates.
cannot.
Who isn't? Who
fucking
isn't
wait.
ready to watch these two old guys just scream at each other about?
Joe Biden.
I was
I-
gonna say, is the first person to shit themselves the loser, or the last person to shit themselves the loser? It's kind of an alpha move, just embracing your elderly age and
Do you
You're like,
think
you know
there
what?
will?
First
Ha-
person, definitely loser.
would you be able to tell if they're both wearing diapers? They might have like some pretty serious diapers on, so you might not be able to tell on an initial shit.
yeah. I think that's what they should have done instead of the drug check, instead of the microphone hearing check. They should have done diaper checks. I want to see
Little
who's
pants
rocking
check?
Depends. Yeah.
We had an idea. We said whoever got the first erection, if possible, should be president. They should just have
Not
a
gonna
dick on-
happen.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen. We'll have no presidents this year if we're going by who gets the first direction on stage.
I
John
like the
Mulaney,
depend. I like
obviously.
the depends check though. The depends check is pretty good. It's like the erection check. It's just you have even less confidence in their abilities, in their body's ability.
There's no way you can tell if Trump's wearing a diaper, though. I mean, based upon that white shorts golf photo, which I assume he wasn't wearing a diaper in, he looks straight diapered up.
He does
Now,
have a tuchus.
Listen, I'll defend Trump on that one because it was a tennis photo. And anytime you're playing tennis, you're wearing white shorts. You never know. You never know. Better safe than sorry. Like Roger Federer is famous for wearing at least 2 diapers per match at Wimbledon. So you have to cover your bases on both sides. So
Everybody
I'll give him a
knows
pass
that.
on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He
speaking of all
only
the
does
crazy
squats.
shit, all the crazy shit's happening. Bubba, can you pop up the drinking game? We got a drinking game tonight, everybody.
Oh
So
my god!
these are the rules. I'm not gonna. I think we're in a weight loss contest, PFT. I don't know if you'd heard about that, but we're
I don't know if you can
facing
look at our
off against
faces
large.
that look really thin right now.
we
but yeah.
we still look fat, but
No.
I might sub in some exercise, some jumping jacks or something. But these are the drinking rules tonight. If you play those, you're gonna get fucked up. I think.
It's pretty messed up that you guys created a drinking game, even though you're not drinking. You're just like getting America drunk.
Yeah, it's
Well,
almost
taking
like
advantage of
telling
with your
people to pay
taste.
your taxes and not paying them yourself.
Hey, listen.
It's almost like running on the a platform of having a monster hog and then having your
Yeah.
micro penis pop out of your pants and be like,
Let's-
whoops.
Let's set the record straight. Donald Trump pays $750 more a year in taxes than Hank does.
Hank doesn't pay
Whoa.
taxes. Oh, that's
That's a fact.
That's
we're
an-
outing Hank right now.
I don't think
Well,
that's
I mean, we're not outing him. We've just for the last 4 years, Hank has been attempting to do his taxes, and I think he's still working on an extension from 2015.
That's amazing.
They'll
What
give you
that
those
really,
extensions.
what that really taught us though is that people who have been
You're right.
people who've been shamed for not paying taxes really just should get a break. Wesley Snipes especially. Like,
Let's go back to that. Yeah, Wesley Stubbs got photo. Go back to that drinking graphic real quick, Bubba.
What do you
let's
think is the
break,
top
break it
thing?
down? Break it down.
Yeah.
What's going to be said the most? I think fake news is going to be up
China.
there a lot.
China.
Vaccine's going to be up there a lot. China's going to be up there a lot. I don't think malarkey is going to be said. Mask and masks a lot.
Hey,
When
if
I
Biden
was VP
gets
a
on a
lot.
tear, if Biden gets on a tear, you never know. Malarkey comes out of his mouth uncontrollably if he gets flustered.
He might
Malarkey
say
should-
it if
Malarkey should switch to the finisher drink because that's
Right.
that's
when I
amazing.
was in the Senate, when I was the VP, that's going to be a lot.
I mean, yeah, if you're drinking
Yeah.
for Biden tonight, you're in big trouble because he's gonna be hammering when Obama and I in my Obama days when I built the government together with Obama.
for sure.
That's gonna be 90% of what he says.
Come on, man's going to be said. Putin, Russia. A lot of these will be said. I
Also,
would say
coronavirus. That's going to be a torrential downpour. Of
what constitutes as someone swears? Like, is damn count as a curse word?
That's all
Yeah.
generic profanity. If Stephen A. Smith won't allow it on his Twitter feed, then
Okay.
it's profanity. So Stephen A. Smith's on the record. I think he said,
But he,
"Damn, hell, and ass are all generic forms. Those are fine."
Yeah. Can
wait,
we
so
throw
yeah, 'cause
socks
he's
in
an
there?
ass man, right? He's a
I got that as a lock. Then I'll take someone at 2-1 odds for crackers. We won't bet real money, right? If anyone wants to take me for 20 crackers, I'll give you 1 to 2 odds, or I get the double odds for someone cussing tonight.
Okay, here's the quote from Stephen A. Smith. By the way, ass, damn, and hell are all allowed on my page. That's mild generic profanity, nothing else.
Oh shit! Well, I think damn is going to be said.
Yeah.
yeah,
Damn's
You know,
definitely
and-
a curse word for those guys. Like back in like back then, that damn is a big curse word.
Yeah, back in the 20s. We really gotta up the stakes here, though, boys. We gotta put sucks in there. We gotta put chump in there as a curse word.
I don't know about chump. That's
You don't-
Goober. Goober is a curse word. back when
Who
they
the
were-
fuck's gonna say goober?
Biden probably.
Yeah.
My dad. My
What
dad
is-
uses goober all the time.
Well, I am seriously going to sub exercise. I know it's a messed up move. It is to get everybody else drunk. We had a lot of requests for that though. People want a drinking game to play. while
I'm
they
just
watch
going to
the
blame it
Senate
on
a
Wes.
little
Wes
bit.
got sober and we're good friends, and I'm not going to.
I did ruin it all for you guys.
I'm not going to get
and-
hammered drunk tonight in front of Wes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
if you're
I
wondering
could
why
turn
we're
the
not
night off,
drinking,
and you guys are kind of fucking me by not drinking because then I could have used it as an excuse to take the night off. But
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's the world we live in now. Is Wes gets to not work if we want to drink.
I'm
That's
sorry,
a
I
pretty sweet
can't.
deal for Wes. But I want to do what's the exercise? I'm thinking push-ups, jumping jacks, or sit-ups. What do you guys think? I mean,
Burpees.
what should I do if one of those is said? What should I have to do?
Burpees.
Burpees.
Induced
one
vomiting.
per one per.
One burpee per every time those are mentioned.
Hey, hold on, PFT. Are you serious about your top secret mission that you're going on tomorrow? Is that
I'm going on a big secret mission tomorrow. Big secret mission. I can't say what it is, but I'm getting on an airplane for the first time, and it feels like 5 years, but it's actually just 6 months, I think.
Mhm.
So I've got a big mission. I'm very excited about it. To say the
Can you
least.
give a hint? Can you
Is
give
it
a
political
can you
at
give
all?
a
Does it
tease?
involve-
I am
Right?
very excited about it. I'm
Mm.
excited.
That's the only
Huge
tease
hint.
you can give.
I am very excited about it.
Okay.
Does it have to do with? I think I know what it has to do with. I don't want to out. I don't want to out it. I
No,
think I
don't
know
add
it.
it. Don't
Well,
add
let's,
it.
move,
I
well,
wanna
let's
add it.
move on and talk about the debates tonight. Mark,
Okay.
what are the 6 topics that they're going to go over in this
All right,
debate,
so-
moderated by Chris Wallace?
So Chris Wallace told us like over a week ago, hey guys, I got the topics. All right, here they are. 6 topics tonight. The Trump and Biden records, which I mean, what does that even mean? Like, Trump's been in office for like 4
There's
years.
a lot of them.
Biden's been around for like 150 years. Like the records are a little bit skewed there. One guy has a lot of records, the other guy doesn't. What are we
Yeah.
talking about with records? The Supreme Court is the second topic, obviously a hot topic. COVID-19, third topic. The economy is the fourth topic. Race and violence in our cities, which should be a fun one, is the fifth topic. And the integrity of the election, which I don't know what the fuck
Wow.
that means. Yeah. So they left out climate change, which is pissing people off, but it'll probably be on the next one.
They
so
also
what do-
left out which person has the biggest idiot son, because let's
Wow.
be honest, like every single one of those topics, all roads lead to sons in this
Well,
debate.
which
I
one
think-
is going to devolve to that the fastest?
yeah, who's going to mention a son first?
Coronavirus, I
Oh,
think, is going to devolve. Well,
Hunter in a landslide on that one.
Yeah, Hunter's getting brought up first. There's no
Do you-
doubt about it.
Do you think for serious that Hunter is going to get brought up during this debate?
oh
Yes.
A million percent.
He attacked Bill.
yeah.
He attacked Bill when Hillary was running in the debates. He's going to attack.
Pat,
Husbands.
why-
Husbands are okay.
Why
sons
wouldn't
are
he?
okay.
Why wouldn't he be, Pat?
It just seems a little low because I mean, if Trump goes after Hunter Biden, which Trump boy is Biden going to punch back at, Eric or
I
Don
mean-
Jr.?
he probably won't.
Well, I mean, Trump said that Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK in a
Right.
debate. So, like, I don't think that him saying that Hunter Biden is a piece of shit.
Gets
is
money
really
from
off.
China. Yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
say that. Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good,
curious-
that's a
yeah.
good cracker.
What do you think? What do you think the take on Hunter is going to be?
what do you think the take on?
I
her
mean,
is
I
gonna
know
be?
what the take.
You saw the report that just came out of the government last week. That's exactly what he's going to.
Trump's going to ask him, "How do you have a son like that?"
How'd you not know, Joe?
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Was it
Meanwhile-
when he married his brother's wife? Was that
What
when he figured it out?
What kind of fucked up bedtime stories were you telling this kid growing up?
I can't say it enough. There's nothing wrong with boning your brother's wife,
Uncle
if your-
Daddying
if your
somebody.
brother is dead. There's nothing wrong with it. She.
But
very
what
well
about
may be
leaving your
lonely.
first family to do it?
We don't know what the circumstances of the marriage were. Will.
So
believe
in,
you're still going with that
yeah, in your world, his wife was distant from him, and
This
his
is
kids
what it's
and
going
his
to be like on
and
the
his
debate
kids
show.
were shitty kids. They were terrible kids. So that family sucked. And then when his brother died, it opened up an opportunity to console the brother's wife. So he went and did that, and he had the right to do that because the other family sucked.
The kid had bad vibes. Is
yeah.
the defense that Hunter's
terrible
gonna go
vibe.
with. They bummed me out. So like got it.
Yeah.
I'm all
Well, so did the
positivity at the end of the day. So
Look. I'm not saying that he's a fucking saint. Okay, but my point is, if your brother's
No way.
wife, if your brother dies and he's married, and his
Jesus.
wife,
I'm
Well,
glad,
his
I'm
widow-
glad,
family-
I'm
look,
glad you're not my
Pat,
brother, you piece of shit.
Pat, Bro's family.
you
brought
would
him through.
love it if I was your brother and I was
No.
fucking taking care of business when you were cold, dead in the grave. What
Oh,
kind of
God.
deep dicking are you going to do for
Pat, you
your?
know he left Bo's
Good
family
Lord.
too, right? You know he left
Terrible.
Bo's family. So
My-
he left
yeah.
both families. Is
That's
what
my
you're saying?
point.
Too.
Okay, that's what I disagree with. Once you
What do you mean you
bang,
disagree
once you bang your dead brother's wife, you're locked in. You can't leave that
didn't.
situation. He left. That's where I take issue with. I don't take
Oh,
issue
that's
with the
it.
Oh,
fact-
you don't.
What
not
about-
anything else? he's
What about
done.
the stripper he knocked up and tried to run away from that kid too? What about
That's-
They want to
That's
acknowledge the
pretty cool.
grandkid. Yeah.
Wait. That is objectively a cool thing to do.
Yeah, knock up a stripper. That's
you-
not
you
bad.
can't-
Have a
yeah.
stripper kid.
Trump,
Yeah.
Trump knows not to bring that up because
No.
in Trump's mind, he's like,
That's
that's
cool,
a
boy.
big plus for him.
Yeah.
He's like, that's a major cell phone if I bring
It's
up the
gonna sound like a
stripper thing.
badass.
He's
know
got,
what,
he doesn't have an earpiece. He's got like a shock buzzer on his back, like the Astros used last year, where if he starts talking about the stripper,
Yeah.
he's instructed Barron to stand back there and just give him a shock. Be like, yeah, I can't bring that up.
Ooh, they should use Barron's height to their advantage somehow. In
Yeah,
this.
he should be holding the cue cards because he's like 8 feet tall.
Will,
signals.
Will, can you run us down on what requirements or requests were made of the candidates? I believe Donald Trump made a
Oh,
request.
right, the earpiece. So Trump obviously has been requesting a drug test, which was denied by the Biden team.
Why is
all
that?
along.
Why is that? Obviously,
Well, because
Yeah,
because
I don't
he's been
understand his
saying-
take. I don't
Because he's
understand
been
his
saying
take.
he's for like a fucking month now. He's just been on Twitter saying like, well, Biden's taking he's medicated. He's medicated.
at-
I
look
guess
at
he's-
how
he's
it- look at-
implying
look at-
Adderall. I don't know.
look at how energetic Joe is. Joe's got to be on something. He's
There's
bouncing off the walls.
There's people in Biden's ear for sure.
What did Trump see that we didn't see that he
What do you
thought that-
mean? You've seen okay, but you've
Just the
seen Joe
fact that he's
debate
awake,
before.
he's on drugs.
No, my
you've-
point is
and his
Trump.
speeches.
Trump apparently saw something in Biden where he was like, "I don't like the way this is going. I think he's medicated." And now he's calling out like, "Did I miss
Pat,
something?"
you watched all the Democratic debates, right? I mean, like I used to
Yeah,
have money on Biden, and I sold it when I saw him debate because he can barely talk.
But that's my point. I don't think Biden ever like peaked or surprised us with his performance that he was on drugs that Trump is claiming.
I
Like,
mean, I thought he was
Yeah.
having mental issues.
He's
when I saw him
acting like
debate.
he's
agreed. So why is
Homeland-
Trump?
he-
Why
He
is
thinks
Trump
he's
calling for a
Homelander from the
drug
boys
test?
or something. Yeah, I don't
Because he
know.
got out of the basement. Yeah.
Well, yeah. At any rate,
Take some drugs for Biden. Get
yeah,
out of
so
the basement.
he does think he's on drugs, Pat. Yes, he did demand the drug test. That was denied by the Biden campaign. No drug test will be had by either candidate. But Biden campaign did agree to have his earpiece checked prior to the debate. Then on the debate day, they say, no, you cannot check Biden's earpiece. So they withdrew from the earpiece, examination process. And
Is that true, or is that just
Yeah.
something that somebody
No,
tweeted out?
It's true.
it's out on the internet. I have no idea. You know how it goes.
It's out on the internet.
right.
It's on. It's on. At least Fox News is covering it as fact.
Okay, wait. Why do you think that is? Because he doesn't want Biden.
Well,
getting-
Biden, it must be true because Biden then tweeted like, "I got my performance enhancers and earpiece," and it was like his headphones and his ice cream. So it must be
Biden-
somewhat
So,
true.
no. So the earpiece thing that goes all the way back to like remember in the Gore Bush debate, they had like a zoomed in screen of George Bush's back that looked like it had a little rectangle on it and an extra wire that nobody knew what it was. Like everybody says this after every single debate. No one has ever brought like an ear. You know what they should do? They should just put football helmets on them and put the green dot sticker on the
Yes.
back. So you know, like these are the these are the
Do
guys.
not
middle
hit,
linebacker, the
because
quarterback.
if you hit them, they're gonna die. But no, isn't it? PFT, what you're getting at is it's pretty normal for the voice of God to be in a candidate's ear during a debate, right?
No, I'm saying that it's very normal for people to have weird conspiracy theories about people hearing the voice of God. George Bush had it in 2000. George Bush had it in 2004. Then Obama had it. Then Clinton had it last time. Like, this is honestly, like, I'd like to see a little more creativity from the Trump campaign about like what weird.
They're going back to
accusations
the
that
well,
they're gonna
though.
make.
Everybody's
they're
going back.
back.
Look, everybody's going back to the well. This is a back to the well election.
Play the hits.
Both sides are just playing the hits.
Exactly.
Right? They're even doing the lock him up. The Democrats stole the lock her up. It's the same exact chant in reverse. And then, like you said, Trump going
Check
back
his
to the same
ears.
trick.
Check
Yeah.
his ears. That'll be the chant tonight.
It's just everybody's repeating history. Essentially, it
Well,
seems.
there's one other stipulation that was funny as well. It was the drug test. It was the check his ears, and then it's 90 minutes tonight. And
So long.
the bathroom break.
Biden wanted 30-minute break checkpoints to go to the bathroom, drink water, whatever, reset. And Trump said, no breaks. So we're going 90 minutes straight, which is awesome.
Hence the diaper. What are the odds one of these guys is rocking a stadium pal? Also, but more seriously, what are the odds? So, like, this is a lot. 90 minutes of high intensity debate for two gentlemen in their 70s, and this is late. Keep in mind, like, this is well past their bedtimes. What are the odds someone leaves the debate early?
0.
I think that we actually could see a fight. There could be a
I
fight.
hope that if it is ended, it's due to a push-up contest, exhaustion, or a fight, something like that. But I think it's 0%. I think there a lot of bark, no bite when it comes to the actual confrontation.
I think there might be a nose to nose.
Nah.
I don't think so.
I totally agree. And
Walk in the middle.
I'm sticking by the take that we made on Hard Factor yesterday, that if Biden challenges Donald Trump to a push-up contest, he puts the election in the bag. If Biden,
Well, he has to win. He has to beat him in the push-up contest.
there's no way that Donald Trump would do or could do one push-up. So if Biden challenges him and then gets on all fours to do some push-ups, Trump's dead. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, there you
But
go.
This is what I feel like, Pat. I see a lot of people who I feel like have not seen Joe Biden in a long time. I don't know if I've been watching pretty closely throughout the primary process. The guy is not spry. So
So he just released that commercial
see,
that's clearly from
this is what you guys
2009
are
where him and
missing.
Obama are running through the White House.
Everyone's checking for the earpiece. Meanwhile, Trump's going to have like an exoskeleton robot suit underneath where he's going to be doing 1,000 push-ups, and it's going to like his shirt's going to
Raytheon.
catch on fire. Like, you should check their body for push-up machines.
Mark thinks that the Trump campaign invented a push-up machine.
That's right.
They invented Iron Man. He's turned
No,
into Iron
they
Man.
gave
Someone's
him
got
Raytheon
a
suit.
remote
They
control
got
button.
it.
It's like up, down, up, down. He's just, and then it goes haywire, and he's like,
Well,
turn it off.
if Trump just keeps saying the number 4, Biden will keep going forever.
Well, Mark thinks that Trump is Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey, Bubba, do we have? So Predicted, unfortunately, did not do lines tonight, which fucking
We don't
sucks.
have debate line. Don't have
Fucking
debate
sucks,
markets.
and we'll say it out loud. It fucking sucks.
Well, Predicted knows it sucks. Hopefully we get him back for the VP debates and the other presidential debates. We're going to try our asses off. I know Predicted knows that it's messed up, but we do have election debate or election markets.
Well,
obviously.
let's run the markets down.
And I'll be
so
your
that would
bookie,
be fun.
guys. If you guys just want to bet on it and DM
You can't
me.
say it. Mark.
Oh,
You can't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Mark,
We're crackers.
You never said that.
I didn't say that. I'm just
You
kidding.
never said that.
I'm your book club member guy.
We've never
Yeah,
said
I'm in
anything
books.
besides wager responsibly. That's all
Mhm.
we've
Right.
ever said.
Mm-hmm.
And don't bet if you're
Crackers.
playing the drinking game, because that'll.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Responsible.
Throw
That's
your
the name
phone
of
in the
game.
garbage if you're playing the drinking game.
We got 8 minutes till kickoff.
All right, okay. So this is what the board looks like right now. Biden is the favorite, 60 cents. Trump the underdog, 45 cents, but still pretty close to a coin flip. In Vegas odds, the 60 cents is about negative 150. The 45 is like plus 105, plus 110. Right. And so go to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. You go to that specific URL and you'll get a free $20 matched on your first deposit. And then you can see all these swing states is generally where the most money is to be made. You know, places like Iowa, North Carolina, Florida, Pennsylvania.
Florida's looking juicy. That's a double up. North Carolina, that's a double up.
Well, hold on. So I Nick A in the chat just said Texas is free money, and we had Andrew Yang on the show.
I agree with that.
He's right.
So Yang seems to think that Texas may flip Democrat. I have some friends in the Texas House, and they also kind of alluded that to me. I don't feel it though. I don't know. I feel like Texas is going to stay Republican. What do you guys think?
Georgia free money too. Look at that.
Texas is going to go red. It's going to be close.
I see some
Texas
people calling out Trump, Michigan, and I do have a flyer on that.
Texas is like the Houston Texans. It's like, oh, this is the year that it's gonna turn it on. And Democrats always say that about Texas, like, oh, I feel like it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna believe it until I see it. Like I mean, you guys know I lived in Texas for like 9 years.
Yeah.
And the entire time I was there, people were saying this is the election that's gonna flip blue.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna catch up to that take after it's already happened. Or if you just want to keep saying it, I guess eventually it'll become true.
Yeah. If you think Texas is going to go blue, you don't know anything about Texas.
All right. So what's going to flip? What's the one that
a lot of people
Give me
say
your lock. Give me your lock on what's the outsider here.
Arizona, I think, might flip.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Arizona in the chat too. Arizona is currently 62-cent favorite for Biden, meaning that Trump is somewhere around the plus 120 range, Vegas equivalent. And Arizona has not gone Democratic for like decades.
Since Clinton, they'll vote for a Southern Democrat, but not a Northern Democrat.
Right, but besides Clinton, had not gone Democrat before that since like the 40s. So
where are you seeing this chat, Will?
Is in the comments.
There's a chat. There's
a whole thread where everybody's just like, you know,
Willie, what other markets we got?
What kind of push-up machine you got over there?
Hawaii might flip red this time. I feel like a lot of MAGA movements making its way out there.
Hot take.
Look at Virginia at 88 cents for Democrats.
Well, that's definitely Biden though.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Biden. The reason why is Joe Biden is probably shaking hands with like 90% of people that live and work in Fairfax County and Loudoun County for people that work at Raytheon or other defense contractors. Like Joe Biden, that's what his job was for 8 years, was to go say hi to defense contractors and just shake their hands.
Right, he is Mr. like industrial complex. Yeah,
he's probably had sex with a lot of the women in Virginia too. So
probably, yeah.
He smelled a lot of follicles over there.
So he's got the one way or the other. Yeah.
He's smelled some type of their hair before.
Just he's got to be so upset.
Hair guy? Is that what you're saying? You think he sniffs pubic like he sniffs on the top of the head?
That's what he whispers in their ears. You think this is a big sniff? Wait till you.
Yeah. I think if you're a casual like head hair connoisseur, then you just fall absolutely in love with the pubes.
Yeah, it's terrible. He's got his best intentions when he goes down there, but he gets so distracted.
What if he sees a tangly mess of pubes? And it's
God,
unruly.
Then he can't leave the house until it's done.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Shock him.
His kink is to shampoo their downstairs.
All right. Well, we got 4 minutes left, so we've done the debates. After show, PFT. Thank you for joining us for the pre-show. The after show is going to be with cousin Mike. All right. So we got cousin Mike Portnoy coming on, noted anti-Trumpster. So
don't let cousin Mike get away with any shit talking to the moderators, because he had his chance to question Donald Trump.
But he likes Chris Wallace, though. So
yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying, like,
he was on the phone. Don't let him. He was on the phone with Trump. Yeah.
Don't let him
his
get
son
away
was
with it.
interviewing Trump. You gotta.
You know what I'm really looking forward to, actually, is they get that like panel of undecided voters in a room, and then they like put a dial in front of them and tell them to like turn the dial to the right when they like something and to the left when they don't like it. Those people are my heroes. I like to be still undecided right now. Like, the only reason why you would ever do that is so that you could get to try that knob out.
You don't think that anybody tonight? You don't think that anybody tonight's making up their mind? You think everybody's already got it made up for the most part?
I think if your mind isn't made up, then you should probably not vote.
Wow.
At this point.
Bold words from PFT. By the way, some reminders in the comments, which I finally figured out. No handshakes, which is correct. They were not doing a handshake tonight for the first time in like 50 years. They didn't do handshakes. Yeah, no, that's not good. They didn't do handshakes in the second and third debates with Hillary and Donald Trump just because they hated each other so much. But they did in the first one, and it breaks precedent. But, COVID, and they hate each other, so no handshakes.
Also, other heroes tonight. you should definitely watch the post show with us and cousin Mike. But other heroes that I'm a little upset I won't get to see immediately is I'll have to just like DVR it. The C-SPAN callers immediately, the immediate reaction C-SPAN callers. Any time after a big political event, just that is must see.
Yeah.
So or must
I
hear.
just want,
I guess
I just
it's all
want that.
audio.
I would just
I'll
want
throw
that
that-
knob, just in life, just to be like, I like this.
It
whenever
feels
something's
good.
happening to
It
me.
feels good to be
I don't
wanted.
like
That's
this.
why they
Bubba,
do it. That's
Bubba,
why
throw
they
that
do it.
drink. Throw that drinking game back up real quick.
Yeah,
People,
toss that
take a
drinking game back up.
screenshot, y'all. Take a screenshot.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that. And good luck doing
I'm
anything.
twisting my
tomorrow.
knob to the right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, get ready for the most electric debate of all time.
Oh my
A
god.
combined 173 years are going to be on stage. Both men senile, both men close to death, both men angry at each other. Here is the 2020 presidential debate.
If either man craps their pants, I'll do it with them in solidarity.
Yeah, America, we stand with you. If you don't, then the terrorists will have won.
All right. I think we're live, boys. We're live.
We live?
Yeah, we're live. Everybody retweet the stream. Hey, cousin Mike, how you doing?
How'd you like the show, cousin Mike?
Right. We have cousin Mike joining us. We have intern Cam joining us.
Whoa.
Wow, that was exciting.
Am I on chipmunk mode or am I legit?
It looks like we might have some lag here
legit.
going on.
Okay. we're
Just
gonna
getting
get
settled. Just getting settled.
there. We're getting it settled. We're getting it all settled.
Sorry, I'm trying to clip a last clip when he said they're called poll watchers. I was going to tweet out, yeah, so are my boys at a bachelor party, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. You're
You know what I'm talking about. Poll watch.
You're talking about guys watching strippers.
That's it. That's the joke. Yeah. Yeah.
100. Cousin Mike's having some technical difficulties. We'll be right with you guys. We're about to kick this off. We just got to retweet the link, let everyone know that we're back. What a debate. What a soft serve debate that was. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah. I thought it was great. I
Highly
enjoyed
entertaining.
it. I enjoyed. I mean, I thought that it was rough.
Back. What a debate. What a soft serve.
Oh, somebody needs to turn off their
If you're
their
watching
playing
the
it back.
stream, you need to turn it off.
If you're watching the stream,
Uh-oh.
Who's doing that?
that might be Mike.
That's Cam. Cam's out.
That was an intern Cam, baby.
All right, you can't watch.
Great
People are learning
appearance
on the
by
fly.
Cam there.
You can't watch yourself live on a live stream on the same browser that you're streaming to. So we're learning on the fly. All right, cousin Mike.
That's
Mike.
tough.
Wait, unmute.
Oh, you're
him.
on mute.
You're on mute.
Unmute
Mike, on the bottom left, click.
Bubba,
mute.
can you unmute Mike?
Oh, he can't unmute the guest because they chose to mute themselves, Mike.
Mhm.
Oh, Mike, unmute yourself, Mike.
Mike,
Bottom
you're on
left.
mute.
There's a bar on the bottom left that says mute, stop, Cam,
Man.
Mike, share screen.
You
Hit
know,
that
like
mute
the
button.
meme where it says, "This is what you see and what she sees." Well, Mike's screen is the perfect what she sees right now. All right. Well, while Mike figures out how to join, guys, let's talk about the end. Okay, let's talk about what they were talking about at the end, which was the election. All right. So Wes and Pat, let's talk about how long do you think that these ballots are going to take to get in?
6
'Cause,
months.
6 months. So you're with Trump then, Pat. You think it's going to take forever because that's what Trump was saying. But Biden was saying a little bit more like just be patient for a few days. It'll get counted.
I mean, so how long did the Iowa caucus take to finally get the final results? Because we're looking
took
at like 100
months.
times longer than that.
That took months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
So-
if it's as bad as Iowa, we're all fucked. So I
We're-
really hope it's not that bad. Interesting that Trump didn't say that he wouldn't claim victory. I think that maybe the Supreme Court plays into some of that. I don't know.
I mean, I'm learning shit every day. Like I thought I was pretty learned on what was going on with these mail-in ballots, but I trust the shit out of the moderator.
Chris
he-
Wallace.
Yeah, he was saying what there's 8 states where election officials can't even touch ballots as of today, which means we're not going to have a president. This is what I've come to terms with. There will be,
Wait. Oh, yeah. Let's hear this one.
yeah, there will be no president. Not a chance. We're going to have a president in 2020. My guess is
Wait, what?
We're gonna go back to like a straight republic, just no president at all.
no president.
100 Well, here's the deal. If it's unsettled, does Trump get to stay? I mean, we're going to have a no president situation. I think that they should have to go into demilitarized zones, safe spaces, timeouts, maybe
That seems extreme.
like a Venn diagram.
Is
of that
this
idea.
is this? Were you drinking during the? Did you play the
No.
drinking game?
Yeah, did
No,
you play? Who did play the drink? By the way, I switched to booze halfway through. Had to.
yeah, I mean,
the
you can't go
workout.
through that. You couldn't have done it without it.
I did like 30 burpees before I switched, though.
I'm
honestly.
riding with my boy Wes, sober style.
Nice. I had to switch to Pink Whitney's, which are
I know what-
delicious.
I'm blaming you for all that, Wes. Every time.
Also, I saw people in the
That's
chat.
what I know is
Wes
gonna
is
happen.
making me not drink.
That's what I know is going to happen. It's fine.
I saw people in the chat betting on how quickly I'd sweat through my shirt. It was sweated through before we even got off the pre-show. So anybody who had the under on how quickly I'd sweat. All right,
were you doing the burpees with
with
that
tie
shirt
on? Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I saw it. It was impressive.
whole deal. So I mean, like, I don't know. I thought it wasn't.
wasn't surprised necessarily by either candidate in terms of I think
I just forgot how Trump handles himself in these debates a little bit, and when I for some reason expected something a little bit different, but he showed us his that side of him for sure. It was entertaining.
You forgot since the last campaign. Yeah,
Yes.
Well,
and
Wes, as
somebody
a new,
said they did the Hunter line challenge in the comments. Nice.
Oh, no, don't do that. You got to be near a hospital if you can do that. Wes, as a new Trumper, what was your take? Because I know that you're a Trumper.
I'm not a Trumper.
You're a little Trump-ish.
I like combating you because you're such a liberal. So it's more fun to do it to just play that role with you. But I am certainly not a Trumper.
Okay, so what was your take though on the Supreme leaders?
I mean, I wish he would have shut the fuck up a little bit. I wish he would have let Biden speak more. I thought that it was chaos, and Trump created most of it. And that's what I thought of it. I mean, it was hard to really get a grasp on. I think it was a disservice to everyone who's actually trying to listen to what they were trying to say. If you want me to criticize Trump, I will. I think he did everyone a disservice by not being able to shut his fucking mouth a little bit. But yeah.
I mean, I thought both candidates had a lot of fuck ups. I mean, Trump, Chris Wallace really got him on the white supremacy question asking. So I mean, all he could say was like, "Proud Boys, stand down for now," or whatever the hell he said.
Yeah, what was that? Stand down, stand back.
What exactly was
What does that mean?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Was that like code?
Yeah,
he didn't.
There will be a time, Proud Boys, but now is not the time.
He gives the Digstown thumbs up, thumbs down.
What was that?
He didn't handle that one well. But then Biden, I mean, he absolutely crumbled on the court packing question.
Oh, yeah, he's clearly packing the court.
He crumbled.
He
crumbled on so many stats were just like erroneous, like COVID stats that he was throwing out were like he said 1 in 500 African Americans in the US would die. That's impossible.
Will, on the text chain, you were like, I want to check that fact. It's impossible to check that fact.
No, I did check it because that would be 100,000 deaths.
Right, but it's a projection. You could check.
Not possible. He said if we go to that at the pace we're at now, that's what will happen. And that is impossible. Intern Cam, you joined the stream. How you doing?
Let's sorry, Cam. Cam, what's going on? But we got Mike's going to talk through my phone.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. This will be great.
Yeah, this is good TV.
All right, Mike, what'd you think of the debates?
Well, it was crazy. I mean, but it wasn't unexpected to me. I mean, Trump was Trump. I think Chris Wallace is going to go need a couple of stiff drinks. I mean, he asked better questions, obviously, than Biden. I'm talking about Chris Wallace.
Chris Wallace is getting a little annoyed there, yeah.
Yeah,
a little. And I'm telling you, he's a very skilled guy at this. And he had a wild animal in front of him with the Trump stuff, and difficult to control. But it'll be interesting. I don't know how, if anybody's mind has changed. I don't know what you guys think, but I don't know. People that are against Trump are still going to be against him, and people that are for him are still going to be for him.
Yeah, I hope they do this a few more times, is what I hope.
Something, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Yeah. Because what is going to be accomplished by doing that? It's just going to be the same thing over and over again, and I think Biden did as well as he can do. I don't think he can do better than that.
Yeah, he did surprisingly better than I expected. Maybe they can get a cattle.
Really, he was exactly what I expected.
Yeah, I just don't think he can do any better than that. Not that
it was underwhelming.
I think he was at his.
Well, the bar was low. Well, I mean,
yeah, and something in a sense. There was, I don't know about the breakdown in the time, but it seemed to me that about the violence in the streets and all that stuff for a long period of time. Very little on Trump's taxes, which surprised me.
Yeah.
Well, Trump straight up lied there.
I'd be surprised if
I don't think he can hear you.
Polling changes as a result of this. I really will be.
What if they did like a situation where you can mute the mics? Is that a possibility where you can like mute their mics?
That, Mark. Yeah.
Yeah. What options are there for like muting the mics? Because if they don't do something like that, then they might as well not do it again. But there's got to be a way where they can.
They can mute the mics.
Like electrify them is what I was saying. With like a cattle prod or something. Like
that'd be more entertaining.
I mean, this is what you saw tonight was Trump. I mean, every time there's been a debate. The other times, though, he just absolutely ran over the moderator. It didn't happen tonight.
Right. Yeah. I think that in the beginning, Trump was absolutely smashing Biden
Yes.
and getting under his skin. And
Yeah,
Biden
Chris Wallace made a comeback and
Yeah.
evened it up. Yeah.
Yes, he did. Biden was
Well,
saying
Biden was
Shut your
staring at
mouth!
Chris Wallace.
Shut up and
Yeah,
stuff.
He was
Yeah.
staring at Chris Wallace the whole time. That was so weird. He
thought-
just like wouldn't.
I thought Biden had lost it when he
Yeah.
said shut up.
I thought it was gonna be a bad night for Biden, but it turned
Yeah,
around.
and then I thought it was going to go downhill from there. But he managed to, the expectations for him were low, and I don't, he did okay. I mean, the fact that he left standing up was a good thing.
Yeah, let's play that. Let's play that shut up clip. We got a clip here. Let's play that shut up clip. We got a clip from the actual.
I'm the one that brought back football. You should go out and vote. You're in voting now. Vote and let your senators know how strongly you feel. Vote now.
You're gonna pack the
Make
court?
sure you, in fact, let people know
He doesn't want
you're
to answer the
senator.
question.
I'm not going to answer the question
Why
because
would you answer that
because
question?
the question is the question
Supreme Court
is
justice,
the
radical
question.
left.
Will you
Who
shut
is
up,
on,
man?
Listen, who is on your list?
Yeah, I thought that was when it was going to end. Yeah.
Every one of these debates has a moment that lives in history, and I think that's the one on this one.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right,
It was pretty good. I think.
Final
yeah,
thoughts,
yeah.
Cousin Mike, or questions for Cousin Mike?
I want to know if Cousin Mike was swayed. I know that he was on the bubble. I know
No,
that
he just said that nobody's going to be swayed by this.
no, but Cousin Mike specifically. He's talking about the public, but I want to know specifically if he got swayed.
Well, I'm a never Trumpster, so I didn't see anything there that got me even close to thinking I had a vote for this guy.
That didn't change your mind, did it? Huh? Yeah.
You can't. I'm embedded in it, but I mean, I am interested in what you guys think. Also, people that are on the fence. If any of you are, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not thoroughly impressed with either candidate. I thought that Biden, though, to me, I had money on Biden earlier in the election process. I saw him debate in the Democratic primaries. I threw all my money off of him, and I'm still not going to put it back on him now because he just seems like a very weak candidate to me.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a landslide in either direction, which makes Pat's bleak reality of it's going to be hard to like.
I didn't say it was
in
bleak.
November.
I just don't think we're gonna have a president. There's a difference.
I don't think we'll have a
I think
president
it's gonna be like a snow
November.
day.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
The Supreme Court's going to have to do some work. Congress is going to have to do some work. Some decisions are going to have to be made on which votes count, which don't, type stuff. Because it's going to be messy.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the both of them were exactly what I thought they would be.
Yeah. I mean, you've got two guys that are well into their 70s that have both been accused of many. Yeah, this is where you're bailed out. That have both been accused of many sexual assaults. So,
Yeah, cousin Mike, that's where you're safe.
Yeah, there you go.
Now you've been accused of murder, which is
Right.
different than their sexual assaults.
And the thing that alarmed me, I tweeted this out, that when they said they were going to be there, there'd be no break for 2.5 hours.
Did you take a break?
No, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
That's what I said. I'm home sitting on my couch and I can't do that.
Both Trump and Biden went straight to the urinals and took like an 80-second pee.
Yeah, while Chris Wallace was doing shots. Intern Cam, do you have any questions for Cousin Mike while we got him there?
What's that?
Our intern has a question for you. Cam.
Yeah, Mike, we have a young Esquire speaking to an elder Esquire.
He's a political genius, this guy.
All right. Okay.
No.
No question.
Cam, we invite you on the fucking stream for the first time ever. You've been our intern
One
for
question.
2 years. Speak up.
I'm. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. My question for Cousin Mike is for not me. This is not me, but for a young potential voter who may still be up in the air, who isn't thrilled with either candidate. What's your elevator pitch for Biden? Sell me on Biden.
Elevator pitch for Biden.
Well, I think you can't look at these things in a vacuum. I don't. You got to look at what the opposition is too. I mean, but as far as a pitch for Biden, I don't think I think he's as a politician can be. I think he's an honorable guy. He's a mainline Democrat, and he's been in the government for a long, long time. He's probably only going to be there for one term. And how much damage can he do? I guess,
Wait, to himself or the country? Because I don't know how sharp the corners are on the furniture in the White House.
It's actually not a bad pitch.
No, Mike, you got to work on that pitch because, like, how bad could it be is not a great pitch.
I don't know. I'm fine with that pitch. We have a question from some listeners. They want to know: do you want to see, and do you think your son Dave could do a better job moderating the next debate?
I'll tell you what, my son thinks he could. my son actually, we were tweeting a little back and forth about the vaccine issue, and he said to me, I said to him, I'm not taking a fucking vaccine until, just because Trump said it, words to that effect. I want to hear from either Fauci or somebody like that. So
right.
his very intelligent response was, he says, why not? We're not in Russia.
Yeah, I think he's in the majority there on wanting to wait for some Fauci's to come out and say it's safe. Yeah,
I am, but my son isn't. My son isn't. He didn't. I said to my son, "Would you want me to take the vaccine?" He says, "Why not?"
He says, "Yeah, because you want to be able to travel. You want to be able to get back to work, back to doing stuff. If you get the vaccine early, I think that's
I also heard for the first time that Dave had COVID twice, which I didn't know until yesterday.
Really?
I know he had it at least once. Probably did have it twice. So he feels that if he can beat it, anybody can beat it.
He really is invincible. Then, yeah.
There you go. And do you trust mail-in voting, Mike?
Well, the alternative is there's going to be so much of it. I think that's a two-part question, really, because if you're not going to trust it, then where are we? Where are we?
Wow.
That means that this guy that's in there now, he ain't leaving. I mean, at some point you got to fish and cut bait. I mean,
that's where we're at in 2020. It's if you aren't going to trust the mail-in vote, where are we? And Biden he can't make it too bad, can he? That's where
it could get crazy. Exactly. That's a very 2020 ending to
that. Doesn't sound like a good outcome.
Debate analysis.
Well, yeah. Mike, I have a.
Yeah,
Let
go
me
ahead.
ask you guys something.
Yeah.
Is there anybody there that's very optimistic about where we're going to be 6 months from now?
No, are you kidding me?
Wait, I'm going to be in the forest sweeping up the floors to stop wildfires, Mike. That's where I'm going to be.
6 months from now would be
off season. That's good, right?
February, March.
Will's going to be a dad. Hard Factor Will be
a
dad, so that's optimistic.
I'll just have no sleep, so I'm not optimistic about my sleep schedule.
As a grandfather, I'm going to tell you something. When you have a child and you start to think about what kind of world is this kid going to grow up in, I've even seen some people saying, I'm not having kids because I just don't like what the world's going to be. But when you're a parent, you start to think about where are we going to be. Not that you're going to have, you're going to have children, obviously, but you get a different view of the world. You start to look at it differently, I suppose is what I should say. And you worry about where we're going to be.
You care.
Yeah, you start caring about stuff.
Well, I think that you asked about 6 months from now, and I think 6 months from now might not be that great, but I do have faith that, like, America in general, like, we're just a strong country. We've been through a lot. I think that, America as a country is way bigger than this one election. So
let's hope
personally.
so.
I think
we're gonna bounce back.
There's going to be some sort of polygamy situation with the White House being a sister wife, where before the election results are figured out, they're going to be, I guess, taking turns until probably May when we finally get the results of who's sleeping in the White House. That's my guess. I don't see how you have a president. You're not going to have a president. There's no president.
Pat only sees a dystopia.
Pat doesn't think we're going to have a president in 2021. So we'll see.
No, we're going to get
for half the year.
You think we're going to get samples back at Costco in 6 months?
I'm going to lie.
Yeah, I hope so.
Than anybody there. I cannot. If that's where we're headed, hey, I don't know what to say. I really don't.
No. Hopefully not. We do have a serious question, though. Serious question. The gambling pack. So we were thinking about, Cousin Mike, since you're a lawyer, maybe you can advise us. Would it be legal for us to just say that we are a political action committee that wants to legalize gambling everywhere and marijuana too, potentially, and then just take money and then use it, and just
And,
as
like,
long as we say that,
kind of lobby for it.
right?
Yeah, I see. Well, I always tell people when I'm not getting paid, you what you're paying for the advice is worth what you're getting, and I have no idea what you can do.
Well, Mike, if you check your mailbox, there's an envelope with $1 in there, which officially makes you our attorney. So, sorry,
We've just been informed you are allowed to get any Hard Factor gear you want from the Barstool store for free. So, congratulations.
What a deal!
Yeah.
What a deal!
All right,
Cam, Cam, did you have another question?
intern Cam, yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, fellas, just wanted to chime in on the legal side of things there. Actually, on the FEC website right now, and we could probably just get authorized. Just got to dot a few T's, cross a few I's.
Let's do it.
Okay, I know that you have to submit monthly expense reports.
One thing, I had somebody that I thought I respected spoke to me a long time ago, a businessman, and I think it's probably true. Is that there are two things in this world that are inevitable: sex and gambling. I think probably true.
yeah. You ever done it at the same time, Mike?
Gambled on whether I would get the sex. You mean?
No, I'm talking about no. I'm talking about no
Maybe no
condom.
Connie, no Jimmy Cap. You know, maybe I don't know. Like,
Whoa,
yeah,
I'm talking about the '80s, Mike.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know something, guys. It's about an hour past my bedtime.
Yeah. I gotta say,
Get back to the family.
I've done both sex and gambling, and I don't want to meet anyone that hasn't done either. So that makes sense. All right, cousin Mike, thanks for joining us.
thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Hook up a little better.
That's okay. Tune into the cousins tomorrow.
Thanks, Mike.
I'm sure Mike Murray and the gang will have some more analysis.
I want to have you guys. I gotta call you during the week. Get you come and be some guests on our show.
Yeah, I'll call. We'll call.
Yeah,
in.
we'll call in.
We'll call in on this week. All right.
Okay.
Good night, Mike.
See you later.
Mike.
See you, Mike. All right, that was cousin Mike Portnoy, Dave Portnoy's dad, noted anti-Trumpster. That was his pitch. What could be? How much harm could Biden do? So,
Oh man,
I don't know. I mean, odds are he'd sleep. He'd probably sleep a lot. You'd think in his first term. So
you wish he didn't have a speech impediment. You wish that you could remove that as an
I love
option.
that debate. I love that debate. It's like I thought, both guys were who I thought they were, and I thought it was very, very entertaining.
I agree with most of what Mike said, though. You didn't learn much unless you hadn't seen either of them in a long time.
I mean, we are where we are because of the American people. So it's like, how mad can you get? These are the people that we elected. We chose them, so we got to ride it out, I guess. Right? Like.
Does
one of them be president.
Yeah,
Does
one
anyone
of them
feel
be president.
better after that?
No,
what do you mean feel better?
No, I don't feel any better.
What do you mean feel better? I don't know what you mean by that.
I mean, there's a
Need a hug?
No, I just mean like it's a tough time in our country. I was hoping to find some hope on one side or the other.
Those two were gonna just spew hope
Came
out
to
of
the
their
wrong
mouths.
place, too.
Yeah,
Yeah. You went to the Thunderdome expecting hope. Yeah.
those two, like Joe Biden was nervous to get through it. Trump's game plan was just to be a bully. Like what were you expecting? There were some. Do you guys have some favorite lines? One of mine from Trump that I was confused by was he said, "I ended racial sensitivity training because it's racist."
That was a great moment.
That had me in stitches. I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
The whole racism exchange was pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just like, I don't know. I thought it was nothing surprising, right? It was like Biden is just a classic raising taxes, green energy, packing the court, masks, and then that's not surprising. Then Trump was like, no rules at all. And then we have a billion trees program and rake the floor.
The rake the floors thing was the most egregious in my opinion. But kudos to Mike Wallace for pushing both candidates specifically on issues. Like
he nailed them both. He knew
Trump was he was trying to weasel out of the fact that he doesn't believe in climate change so hard, and then he was like, well. Yeah, I believe that it has to do with it, but it's these damn forest floors.
And then he got Biden to say, he doesn't believe in the Green New Deal. He did a good job there. Bubba, do you have the clip about the don't use the word smart around me?
Smarter a lot quicker, Mr. President. Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe. 47 years, you've done nothing.
Let's have this debate.
Nailed him.
Oof.
Damn,
Oof.
that's brutal. And right before that, he dropped a Pocahontas. He goes, if it wasn't for Pocahontas,
It was a casual. It was a casual Pocahontas.
He can't help
It's just
himself.
it's just how he. My
He
favorite
was on
line
fire at the beginning.
easily
it
was the suburbs line. Where
Oh, yeah.
I think Joe Biden says this guy wouldn't know the suburbs if he got lost in them or something.
No,
like
he
that.
said he said he'd only know the suburbs. He'd only know the suburbs if he took a wrong turn.
And Trump goes, "Oh, I know
Yeah.
I know the suburbs."
That was
He's
a good
saying,
line.
"I don't know. I know the suburbs."
Is Queens considered downtown New York or something? That's where he's from, right?
No, I think he grew up in Brooklyn, but no, he didn't grow up in the suburbs.
I noticed Joe confuses millions with thousands a lot. He did it on a speech about the deaths. He said there's 200 million deaths from COVID. He meant 200,000. And then tonight he confused he said there's like millions of scientists and he meant thousands and corrected it. He has a problem.
His misspeaking is terrible.
Yeah,
And then also on the
that.
and then on the climate change front, he also said that hurricanes didn't happen before climate change, which was like, what? Like I think he misspoke, but he kind of he said it really fast after the end of a climate change point, and it was just like, come on, man, you can't go that far.
That sounds like a nice time with no hurricanes.
Right? Yeah, I'd love that to come back.
Yeah.
Did you guys pick up on the I've done more in 47 months, which is just about how long Trump's been in office, than you've done in 47 years. Like that's that's a campaign. That's a campaign aid situation. Doing the math, figuring out, finding the duality.
Oh, the 47 and 47.
That's something you pay the consultants the big bucks for.
Big time. Yeah, they're trying to find trends.
There's another
there
good
was
one.
so many-
Put up bad things help happen in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I've been
people
saying that
have
for years. That's why I will not go to a game at the Link. I never will. When Trump was like,
"Oh, watching,"
bad things happen in Philadelphia. He's right about that. I disagree with a lot of what he says, but when it comes to Philadelphia, he's correct.
Trump said they want to take out the cows too, which was funny. I like that.
He's definitely got the entertainment and the energy aspect still. What's up, Cam?
Hey, do not forget. My personal favorite, the one that really resonated with me tonight, was "China ate your lunch, Joe." Absolutely devastating. He said it like 6 times.
I like when he told him nobody cares. Nobody cares about
No one
it.
goes to your rallies.
Nobody
only
cares.
3 people show up to your rallies, otherwise you would have them in there.
Right. That was pretty good. He did
Yeah.
straight up lie about how he does the rallies outside, but then also justified his rallies because he was like, you couldn't resist these people. If these people were coming out for you, you'd have the
Joe got him
rallies.
back with the. Did you see the clip where he was scared of the woman that came close to him without the mask, and he was like, "Oh, you need a mask." And there's
Right, stay over there.
thousands of people in the rally. If you played the drinking game, we nailed it. I think Law and Order, China, vaccine, Putin, masks, Obama, coronavirus, Antifa. All hit hard. Hunter Biden got brought up, and the crooked Hillary for finish a drink got hooked up. So I mean, if you played that fucking game, you're dead right now.
He went on a fake news tear. I think he triple fake newsed.
The whole thing was crazy,
the
dude.
Crooked Hillary hitting was like the equivalent of a half-court shot at the buzzer.
It was.
It was at the 11th hour. It was brilliant.
Kevin Maldonado, this
over the
drinking
edge.
game ruined me. He knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mask. Biden said mask like 8 times in a row.
Oh man,
I had to
Maldonado.
do like 20 fucking burpees, and so I just switched it to liquor at that point. So.
the Trump describing how big Biden's mask was pretty good too.
That was
That was
great.
hilarious.
He
You wear the
was
biggest mask
mask
you
in
haven't
the
seen.
world.
We need to come up with a meme with just a giant mask.
Telling
was
somebody they
pretty
have the
good.
biggest mask in the world is just a funny.
Oh,
that was a funny turn.
that's emasculating. Right? You
But,
got the hugest mask, dude.
Hey, Cam, back to your point. I did a little Googling on the China ate your lunch. So both these guys were born in like the 1940s ish. Getting your lunch ate was a big thing back then. So like it's a huge insult if you were in elementary or middle school in the 50s or the 60s to get your lunch ate. So like
that's like getting
them
your
were
shit pushed
fighting. Yeah, that was fighting words.
Yeah,
So
you got
kind of
your
like
lunch
the
ate.
pony. What is he? Kind of like the dog-faced pony soldier.
Exactly.
That was the diss of the day.
You were sitting there, and he was hee-hawing all over you.
You yellow belly, something like
Yeah.
How great would it be if Hunter Biden didn't actually have a drug problem and he was just a piece of shit? And Joe's like, my son had a drug problem.
Oh,
He's
he
just
laid
throwing
into
it.
Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, he fixed it. I mean, you can't fix it exactly, but he's working on it.
Which son is that?
Oh,
The dead?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the dead
Well,
one. Not familiar, but the other
I
one.
mean,
I did have
like,
one. Yeah, I did have
So
one
I
note.
think the thing here is like he wasn't lying. Like his son did have a drug problem, but the problem wasn't being addicted to drugs. The problem was leaving a crack pipe in a fucking rental car. That was his drug problem. It was exclusively that.
Yeah. Hunter Biden is he is a liability. You can tell after that first debate. Like, as long as the campaign goes on, he's going to be a point of focus.
Nothing is off limits except for sexual assaults because they both have been accused of them. So they're both like,
Right. They're staying. That's the only thing they're
that's off
steering
limits.
clear of.
Yeah.
And the prediction was right. They did steer clear of the physical. They say shit like they're gonna say it to their faces, but they weren't gonna say it to each other's faces. Physical shit.
I equate that whole debate as like a knockdown, drag out brawl with oversized novelty punching gloves. Like so much shit was said, but it was
bouncy castle.
It was
fight.
Yeah, it was just soft serve. I don't know what it was. Like it was just like there wasn't. They were getting pretty nasty as far as presidential debates go. Like with shut up, keep yap. It was funny, but it was.
I wanted to put if Chris Wallace laughs as a drinking rule, and I think that would have hit a lot. That would have been a fun one because he was laughing a lot at just the absurdity of it. Yeah.
I ended up following Mariska Hargitay during that debate, and she is not happy. But yeah, Law and Order, baby, Law and Order.
Law and Order was the real winner tonight.
Dick
and
Wolf.
everybody who played the drinking game because they're all fucked up. Look at everybody saying how fucked up they are in the chat.
Yeah.
What do you guys say you guys want to go around and give overall who won and then call it? And we got two more of these coming up, and we'll of course cover the Pence Kamala Harris debates. I think there's two of those.
There's
one.
There's just one. October 7th. So the schedule is we have the other presidential candidate that you can possibly select on any state ballot. Jo Jorgensen of the Libertarian Party. She will be joining us. I don't know when we're going to air it, but we have
Wing should be joining.
And then we have Kanye.
And then Kanye. He's only on the ballot in a couple of states.
Honestly, we could probably get Kanye.
I wish if we could, we need to.
If we get Kanye, it's going to be we have to trick him into being like we're someone else, and he'll get tricked very easily. But we'd have to trick him.
Yeah, how do you gaslight Kanye? I don't know. Maybe with like a church thing, we could say
religious
like a worship. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to be saved. Who can act the most possessed?
We're the biggest church in the world.
You I'd think.
Yeah, 100. I'll put on a performance of a lifetime if Kanye will come exercise my demons.
So we'll have Jo Jorgensen, the Libertarian candidate, before the VP debate. We have
Spartans is writing Kanye in. And
I think there's gonna be a lot of write-ins this election. We have October 7th is the VP debate. October 15th is the next presidential, and October 22nd is the presidential after that.
Brady wants to know if Brady wants to know if Will or if Joe Rogan's going to get a call tonight. I saw him tweet out. He goes, "You don't need me for this. You need Big John McCarthy for this." So right. Joe doesn't.
I don't think Joe would do very well with that.
He doesn't want that anymore. Nah, he's out. He's out.
All right, around the horn, guys. Who was the winner of the debate? I'll start. Mike Wallace.
Chris Wallace, but yeah,
Chris Wallace. Yeah, the other one.
Yeah. One of those Wallace guys.
One of those Wallace boys.
The winner of the debate, the viewers, I think, were the winner of the debate. That was very fun. Yeah.
Based on the Twitter reactions, I'd say that the Republicans were more fired up about their candidate's performance than the Democrats were. But that's not necessarily saying that it's going to move the polls, like Mike said. I'm not sure if it moves the polls, but I think it keeps the enthusiasm level the same.
Yeah, I agree with Will. I think if you're a Trump guy, that was exactly what you wanted to see, and it is going to get you excited about him. If you're, I don't think Biden did anything super special. If you're a Biden guy, I don't think he was like impressive. But if you're a Trump guy, I think you got exactly what you wanted.
Like literally, just look at the reactions of the Republicans you follow, and then the liberals you follow on Twitter, and it just was like night and day. It's like opposite reactions, basically.
Yeah, but I don't think Biden did a bad job. I think he did better than most.
No, I agree. No, I don't think. I don't think it's going to move the polls a whole bunch, but
at all. I don't think it'll move the polls at all. What about you, Cam?
Yeah, I think Trump definitely won head to head. He was always going to win head to head. He's a great debater, but I think in a way Biden won a little bit because I think the fact that, like, at least in my mind, based on like the reporting I've heard the last month or so. Like just the fact that he stood up there for 90 minutes and like sounded decent,
Good
like
point.
was a win
Maybe.
in my book.
That
Like,
is-
if
that
there
is
was
fuck.
no medical episode during that thing.
That's a good
like,
point.
That's a win for
I
Biden.
think-
Is that a troll, Cam? That sounds like a troll.
He almost
No,
it
Cam's
is.
right.
That was a
it-
backhanded
No,
compliment.
I'm dead
It wasn't
serious.
his role. I agree
I'm
with
dead
Cam.
serious.
Yeah.
His only issue was confusing millions with thousands, really, and that's
Which
pretty
is
good
first
for
half.
him.
No, I think that I
Right.
think that Trump won the first half pretty handily, and I think that Biden won the second half of the debate. That was my honest opinion. He hung in there and just stopped getting agitated, and Trump started to sound like a dick at the end.
All right, well, guys, hey, Will, you want to take us out? We got a show
Yeah.
tomorrow.
All right, everybody, we're gonna wrap this up because we got to do a little bit of extra recording. If you don't already, subscribe to Hard Factor News on iTunes, Spotify, wherever podcasts are free. Also, listen to us on Sirius XM, Power 85, Barstool Radio. Bubba just joined. That's
Thank you,
producer,
Bubba.
Intern Bubba. He just ran the show all night. So give him a
Fantastic
big
job,
thanks to
Bubba.
Smooth.
And yeah, so just make sure to subscribe to the podcast, and we're gonna go hang up so we can do a little bit more recording for that. And thank you so much for coming out for the live stream. We're gonna, like we said, do it for all the debates to come.
Appreciate y'all.
Have a great fucking
Yeah,
night.
love you guys. Good night.
Peace.